you at, Berto?
I made this shit look sweet.
Why nice guys keep getting overlooked by my dog, Play Attack. The main thing that a lot of guys struggle with when it comes to being the nice guy, it's not that people don't appreciate you being nice. It's just that you have no self-respect or a backbone. And the reality is, as terrible as it sounds, people are shallow. We as human beings tend to dominate the weak. It's just, I mean, just look at history. So what do you think the baddie in your class is gonna do to you when she already got hella niggas inflating her ego? I promise you, she's not gonna be stunting you. So grow a backbone, and in today's video, we're gonna teach you how.
Alright, bro. Why do nice guys finish last? Why do females choose the niggas with clear and glaring, maybe even violent character flaws over the guys that seem to have their best interest at heart? The guy who seems to be a saint, always says the right things, validates their feelings, makes it a priority to dedicate time to them. Just hearing these descriptions, you would assume the thought of a nice guy finishing last is false. It literally cannot reflect reality. But if we take a minute and
It's the reality. We know. You clicked on this video because you know. Let's keep it a stack. It's bad for y'all.
observe the state of society, percentage of single mother households, Chris Brown meet and greets.
Oh my God. Imagine you pay for your girl to go meet Chris Breezy and she posts this. It's looking scary, boy. What? This is like the position you put your girl in when y'all making love. Love. Oh nah, can't go out like that, champ.
Meet and greets, Duke Dennis.
Are you looking for someone to lick you?
Huh?
I said you looking for someone to lick you?
To lick me? No.
Is that Caribou? That looked like Caribou the rapper.
If that's a wild offer, I'm sorry.
Wait. I'm lost. You said it one more time?
I said, are you looking for someone to lick you? I did say lick you.
Lick.
Lick.
Like with your mouth.
He's baffled. What?
Oh.
Lick.
I'm abstinent right now.
Right. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm abstinent.
I can wait.
Yeah.
She needs some goddamn self-respect.
Bro, this bitch doubled down 4 separate times.
You can't keep getting away with it.
We see this is a very realistic view of the current state of the game. The nice guy meta is over, patched, vaulted. Romance been dead for damn near
It's never been a thing though. It never worked.
century. When I
You
see
can't
people
patch a method that never worked.
talk about nice guys, why they're undesirable, I always hear the rationale of women just having some type of underlying desire for bad guys, hood niggas, simply because it's in their nature. But the basis for this belief has no real depth. It's always a completely anecdotal claim. That's probably the most intellectually lazy conclusion. It's like using etc. when you don't have no more examples.
The thing about that, and I've explained this before, it's not so much that women are inherently attracted to bad people or negative people. It's just that them guys tend to be a lot more exciting than you. And if you put their options in front of them, they're like, yeah, I mean, he's nice, but he's boring as fuck. And that's really what goes on.
Hit the like button and watch to the end of the video as I explain exactly why nice guys finish last. I think there's 3 main reasons why nice niggas can never get hoes, but the first and most important is a lack of authenticity. Have you ever met somebody that was just a little bit too nice, too virtuous, too upright?
It's kind of like cringe. It's almost like you're not human. It's like, why are you being so polite? I don't even know you.
Right, too clean. On paper, this is a very appealing persona, but in the real world, it's just repulsive, annoying, and uncanny. When somebody tries to
It's kind of like a teacher's pet. We all hate the teacher's pet. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up. Why are you asking the teacher? I can't speak. Why are you asking the teacher, do you remember the homework? You forgot to tell us what the homework it was. Like, what? Why do you care so much? Nobody wants to do homework, nigga. Shut the fuck up. That's the nice guy. It's just like, bro, have some edge, have some personality. And really what I have to be telling y'all, the way that you talk to people should be the same way you kind of talk to some of your best friends. You're kicking shit, you're teasing, you know, you have some personality, you have some edge, and everybody's edge looks a little bit different. I'm not necessarily saying you have to be overly goofy. I'm not necessarily saying you have to be like overly an asshole, but when you're just kind of like this clean cut motherfucker, you know, you talk super polite all the time, which I'm not saying you should be impolite, but it's like, where's the mystery? Where's the like have you experienced nothing in life? You know what I mean? Where's the trauma? Where's the scars? It's just like, you're just like, oh yeah, you fucking doormat, you know? Doormat ass nigga. Nobody likes that.
Put on a mask of
Your friends don't even like it.
kindness. Most of the time it's very clear and nobody likes feeling like they're being deceived. Like, why is this nigga trying to act so harmless and virtuous and kind? In the book The Psychology of Selling by Brian Tracy, he explains that as a salesman, the more you try to convince someone to buy from you, the less likely they are to actually buy, because they feel like you trying to sell them something. Nobody wants to feel like they just got sold something. Niggas more so want to feel like they just bought the thing. When you put on a nice act for females, they experience this same feeling. It's like the niggas in the mall who be trying to do the shoe cleaning shit. Like, bro, why are you chasing me down, damn near forcing me to let you clean my shoes? It's like, bro, I don't even care how good it clean my shoes at this point. You too thirsty to get me to purchase. This immediately gets the female to thinking like, this nigga way too desperate, and giving off a sense of desperation ain't really the best way to be trying to pull females.
Join the Discord. I got e-dates.
Well, is this a plug? W plug, you got me. Oh, nah, I went too far.
Maybe arrogant, prideful, emotionally unavailable. Of course, there's niggas out there that's just exceptionally nice. They just naturally have less bad guy tendencies, which I don't think should be a problem if it's actually genuine. But even these authentic nice guys aren't completely virtuous. This lack of moral perfection would eventually present itself, which wouldn't even negatively impact how a female looks at you, because it's like, bruh, literally nobody is perfectly nice. So not being morally perfect actually is more normal. When you get a new job and you meet your coworkers, the difference between the ones you actually become friends with and the ones you keep on a coworker level
is the ones that just don't be on your ass as much, taking the shit too seriously. Like, nigga, you work at McDonald's. Just put the fucking fries in the bag. You over here telling me I'm not doing it right. What? I'm not putting the fries in the bag correctly? Nigga, shut the fuck up. That's you.
Is in the authenticity of your interactions. The not safe for work jokes, the friendly banter, the jokes at each other's expense. Regardless of how good or bad the person is, you typically enjoy their company more because you're both being yourselves. There's no filter. You're not walking on eggshells. If anything, the worse the person is, the more comfortable you can be. Cause it's like,
I don't know about that, but in context, it makes sense.
I'm not finna say nothing that can be overly critiqued or rejected. This nigga is setting the bar for how wild the conversation is. It's like how the general line for what can get you canceled on the internet has went up since Kanye started tripping on Twitter. All the other celebrities can say what they want now. Like, they would literally have to be trying to one-up Kanye to say something that's worse than what he's already said. The bar is literally so high that they would genuinely have to be trying to get canceled. And also, we gotta look at it from a safety perspective. Feeling like someone is trying to deceive you and hide their true self naturally gives you a sense of unease. Like, if I slide on a female and she overly receptive, like OD going, I instantly start thinking I'm finna get robbed. I'm finna pull up. It's finna.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. That is such facts. I remember one time, I think I told the story already. Shorty was so thirsty, overly going, just to find out when actually came through. I was like, hell nah. I can't trust this motherfucker. You gonna set me up? You gonna rob me? What's going on? Man, it's like you almost want some pull back. You can never trust a motherfucker that's just going overly going. It's like, why are you so easy? You don't wanna like vet the situation. You trust me? I don't even know you. What?
Be nothing but young niggas with ski masks with big ass Drakes and ARPs. Similarly, when you try to overly act with a female, she might start thinking you're a serial killer. Like, if a female knows you beat females, at least she knows that. But if you beat females and you're acting like a nice guy, it's a way worse situation. Not
and analogy was crazy. Don't be putting your hands on nobody, bruh.
That you should be doing that anyway. I'm just saying for the sake of the example. At least she knows what type of nigga you are and she can make the decision going forward. Alright, now that I'm done with that, the lesser reason why these nice side niggas just cannot succeed with females is because they're simply boring. Going back to the coworker scenario, if you always have the same safe for work conversations with someone, you'll never really feel a desire to talk to them. This is exactly how females feel with nice guys. It's too predictable. If there's one thing I've learned from sliding on females, is that you almost always get better results from not being boring, even if you have to risk offense. If you swipe up on a female story and you give a generic, "You're beautiful," that shit is not finna work.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Every other nice guy little nigga in her DMs is doing that. Bro, I promise you gonna get a better chance of responding by fucking roasting her. I swear to God.
It seems like the right thing to say, but it's literally just too boring. It don't really invoke no desire to respond. She's already used to seeing that. You really gotta put yourself in that female.
It's funny with these videos, it's like I always end up saying what they're gonna say before they say it, because I just know this shit. It's like I done wrote the goddamn Bible of on Riz. Come on, man. I'm really that nigga. I'm him.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.
Too easy.
Point of view. Continuing a conversation from there just wouldn't be fun. That's why when you send messages like that, you typically get left on scene. If she thinks you look good, she might like the message. Either way, nigga, it's a terrible shot. And the last reason why these nice side, kind ass niggas is not meant to get hoes is because this nice guy act instantly lands them in the friend zone. Like, let's say she can tolerate the fakeness, the performative kindness, the overall sense of desperation, and she forms some type of relationship with you. It's not finna be romantic, bruh. You're finna be her best friend, her brother, her therapist. The thing with nice niggas too is, bruh, they be thinking that they building romantic interest by being supportive and like respectful, emotionally available all the time. But in reality,
being emotionally available all the time, it's like you don't want to be emotionally ignorant, but when you're just overly available, again, it's just like you're always gonna be the person that gets taken advantage of, bruh. And it's sad. It's sad. I wish I could sit here and say that you need to just be there for everybody and, you know, just be nice and smile in everyone's face and being the nice guy is the right thing to do. But the reality is people are going to take advantage of you. That's just what it is. So put that on a relationship level. It's just like, this nigga, I mean, yeah, I'll fucking use him to spend money on me. Yeah, I'll fucking, you know, make him buy my food or some shit. Go on the best friend dates, the brother dates, you know, whatever it may be. That's gonna be you. But the nigga that's like, oh no, I can't do that today. I don't got time for that. It's like, shit, there's some respect there. It's like, oh shit, he got things to do. You gotta have some self-respect, bro.
the relationship is completely platonic. You text her all day, you'll sit on the phone with her and listen to her talk for hours, or not even talk. Like, you'll just sit on the phone with her, not speaking.
Yeah, just happy to be there. Just yep, I got all the time in the world. Yep, let's just fucking sit here and listen to each other in silence.
You'll listen to her vent about niggas that she actually throwing neck to.
Exhibit A.
She liked this guy, and he was really toxic. So we were sitting at a brunch table.
Just listen to this nigga's voice. I hate to be that guy making fun of anybody, but like, this is where, you know, I don't like to be one of those guys that get into the science of masculinity, talking about testosterone and so much, because it's like, in most cases, it's just not that deep. Like, there's so many other things you need to work on. Like, nigga, I don't even have that deep of a voice. But Jesus, when I hear this, and you call yourself a straight man, yo, there's a lot to unpack here. You can almost, just from the tone of his voice, without even needing to hear another word out of his mouth, you know what type of individual he is. A doormat.
And I'm like, well, what's his name? And then she's like spelling it out and I have her phone. And I'm like, let me just unfollow him on Instagram. And I did it. I was like, you know what? We talked about me unfollowing him for her for a very long time. I guess it just caught her off surprise. I think she should date someone who respects her and who doesn't f around with her like her previous.
Like you?
Like you?
Oh.
Well, I don't f around with her
Like if
like
there was someone
that,
exactly
though.
like you,
So
would you
maybe,
approve of that
maybe
person?
because I think
This nigga.
He can't be straight. He can't be straight. Somebody needs to verify and let me know. Is that a straight man? I'm not saying it's fine if he isn't, but there's just no way. There's just no way. There's just no way. Please tell me y'all not going like that, bro.
It's cooked beyond belief. It's over for him.
You're essentially a free therapist. Like, bro, at least them niggas be getting paid. You listen to this bitch problems for nothing. And you would think niggas like this would understand, like, damn, she probably don't like me. She on the phone right now telling me how she be throwing other niggas' neck and them niggas be doing her bad and all the hoops she be jumping through for these other niggas.
It hurts. I could never.
She clearly does not like me. Like, that's probably the most telltale sign you in the friend zone, bro. No bullshit. If a
telltale, nigga. You can't tell it all. Like, you wondering? Shorty get on the phone, tell you that she just got done throating another nigga, and you wondering if you in the friend zone or not? Hey, bruh.
Just telling you her escapades with other niggas. Oh my goodness, gang, abort the mission. You're too far gone. It's no recovery. I ain't gonna lie, bruh. At that point, you might have skipped the friend zone, the brother zone. You might literally be the gay best friend at that point.
Facts. Facts. Nigga, you not the brother. You not the fucking friend. You the gay best friend, nigga. That's what that nigga sounded like. I'm trying to tell you. Not a fucking drop of testosterone in that nigga bloodline, bruh. The girl got more testosterone in her than him. Ugh. Yeesh.
And this outcome literally could only happen by trying to run this nice guy method. Ultimately, this whole nice guy persona might be connected to a fear of rejection. Cause regular niggas is gonna let it be known, like, I'm trying to catch some neck. They're finna try to push for some links. They're not finna sit on FaceTime with a bitch for a month. Nice side niggas fundamentally cannot do this because it's like, bruh, you're too afraid to even be your true self. You wanna be all nice for the hoes, ultimately because you're scared of rejection. So obviously you're gonna be scared to push for a romantic relationship. And you're just a nice side nigga. You're happy to be around. You enjoy her company. You don't need any neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're happy to be in her presence. You're just happy to text back and forth with her. And
you saw that face right there though? Could never be me.
Females are not dumb, bro. She knows that you actually want to be in a romantic relationship. So the longer you play this nice guy role, freely give away your time and energy, the worse your chances get. There's no such thing as playing the long game, bro. Deep down, she already thinks that you're a bitch. You sticking around playing that role.
That's the sad part about it. Like, they literally think that. Like, she literally thinks you're a bitch. And you're just gonna sit there and take that. Look, man, at the end of the day, if you don't have no self-respect, I'm not gonna expect anybody else to respect you. That's between you and yourself, my nigga. You got to respect yourself. Because nobody else is gonna do it for you, bro. Nobody. So she will continue to play you. She will continue to break your heart. She will continue to lead you on. She will continue to make you spend all that money, and you don't get nothing out of it. Now, again, I'm not even in the slightest trying to promote that it needs to be transactional. But again, you are trying to get with this girl and she's venting to you about another nigga. And you sitting there being her therapist. It's like, what you in the game for then, brother? That's your friend. Just be happy being friends. If that's what you want to do, just, hey. I don't believe in no girl best friend, but just accept your fate, my nigga. You just got a girl best friend, and that's it. There will never be nothing more, okay?
Is only gonna confirm that thought. So to wrap this up, nice guys don't finish last because they're nice. They finish last because they're performing niceness instead of being real. Niggas is hiding their personality, walking on eggshells, and giving females nothing to be excited about. Meanwhile, the bad guys, the hood niggas
aren't even bad guys. The difference between a bad guy is somebody that is treating someone like shit. Somebody, whether they're cheating, being disrespectful, fucking hella hoes. Like, that's a bad guy. That's a toxic nigga. You know what I'm saying? But the quote unquote bad guy that you want to be, quote unquote, is just being real. Have some fucking personality. Have some edge, bro. Talk shit, joke around, tease, say no, get a job. Make some money, set some goals, do things outside of obsessing with her. That's the bad guy that you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? That's really all it comes down to, bro.
Overthinking, they're just being themselves, flaws and all, and creating real emotional impact, whether it's good or bad. Ultimately, bruh, trying too hard to be liked is literally gonna get you nowhere with females or in life. Nobody is receptive to niggas who try too hard. Females don't throw neck to niggas who really pander to their emotions and are going out their way to make them feel good. They throw neck to niggas who genuinely couldn't care less about trying to impress them. Cause
The only thing I'll say about that, it's, again, there's truth to that, but it's not like, again, people can appreciate you being nice. People can appreciate you doing nice things for them. But if that's the only thing you have to offer, it don't really make it that special, bro. It don't make it that special. Like, for example, something as simple as buying a girl flowers. That could be cute. A girl can appreciate that. They can like that. They'll be like, oh, like, and actually genuinely is thoughtful, right? But imagine if you was doing that shit every day, though. It's just kind of like, you know, they're not gonna be like, oh, what the fuck, get away from me. But it's more just, it just becomes so much less genuine. It's just like, okay, flowers again, yeah, thank you, I guess. You know what I mean? So it's really not that hard, bro. I think it's obviously easier said than done, but habits that promote what I'm talking about is really just focusing on yourself. Stop obsessing over anybody. You shouldn't be putting anybody on a pedestal, and set some real goals, bro. Set some real goals. And the reason why it sounds so generic saying these things over and over again, because when you are working on yourself and you are working towards your goals, you'll start to prioritize that. And then because you're prioritizing that, naturally, what do you do when people ask you to do shit when you're busy? No, I cannot. I am busy. I am working. What does that put? Some respect on your shit. And to other people, it will communicate to other people like, damn, this nigga got shit going on. You know what I mean? And the trials and tribulation, you're scared of rejection, right? When you chasing your goals, trust me, I guarantee you're gonna fail on your way to the top. You're gonna fail tons of times. And so when you fail, what does that teach you? Rejection of life, rejection of you going towards your goals. Okay, what's the difference? Nothing. You working and you getting rejected, but you keep going. It's the same thing when you apply that same mindset to dealing with people in relationships. So again, these are small habits that you can apply to your life. Stop obsessing over people and pedestalizing motherfuckers, and lock in into your mind.
that's a clear sign a nigga is confident and self-assured. But alright, bro, that's all I got for this one.
For a W video about that boy Player Tech, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. You know, we've talked about the whole nice guy thing a bunch of times on this channel, and you know, I wanted to get a different perspective, and I think Player Tech, he laid out a bunch of really, you know, things that apply to a lot of people, bro. But at the end of the day, we could goddamn drag all you horses to the water, but we can't make you drink that motherfucker, bro. You gotta have some self-respect. You gotta grow a backbone. You just gotta, you know, set some goals for yourself. I done said it 5-10 times throughout this video. I'm gonna shut the hell up. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. My name is Berto, and I'm gone. Check out the Twitch. That's where you at.
Where you at, Berto?
Link in the description, and I'm out of here.
Where you at, Berto?